Soldiers and officers of the Wehrmacht must be provided with everything, no matter how far they are from German soil, was Hitler's slogan during World War II. By everything was meant not only the provision of weapons, military equipment, ammunition, uniforms, and good food. Great importance was placed on making sure that there were women providing men with certain services throughout the conquered territories in the German forces, near the front lines, in occupied towns and villages. Nazi leaders did not want true Aryans to have relations with girls of other nationalities. In all ages, conquerors have chosen their women in the lands of conquered nations, but no one canceled the purity of the dominant nation. Therefore, the Nazis organized pleasure houses, both mobile and stationary, in which pure-blooded German girls worked. There were other reasons for satisfying men's desires in such establishments. Germans were obliged to undergo regular medical examinations. The examinations anticipated the spread of infections among the soldiers. Also, the German command feared for the leakage of secret information. Germans' liaisons with girls from other countries could have led to important information becoming available to the enemy, and pleasure houses could easily be kept under control. German women went to such work with pleasure, without moral anguish. The propaganda of the Third Reich was so strong that they felt proud that by their service, they were making a worthy contribution to the victory of the Great Germany. When Germans became scarce, the principles changed and women of all nationalities, except Jewish, were employed in the entertainment houses. The work was not easy. The first half of the day was spent on medical examinations and putting oneself in order. From 2 p.m. until evening, the girls worked tirelessly. The arrival of officers and soldiers was strictly regulated. Officers and airmen were given any time they wished. Soldiers received coupons for a certain number of comings, and if pilots and officers got clean and painted beauties, the soldiers had to be satisfied with tired and not always clean girls. But the privates were happy about it. After all, they could visit a woman only 5 to 6 times a month. There was also a system of incentives, which increased the number of visits if the soldier made a feat. But for a war crime or cowardice on the battlefield, a soldier could be deprived of part or all of the monthly norm. The load of pleasure houses was very large. There were 25 to 30 people per day per girl. The medical standards originally laid down were no longer being met. The premises were not treated, hygiene went down the drain. Sometimes the smell in the establishments was so bad that visitors were given nose clips. Contrary to Hitler's orders, the girls in the pleasure houses did not work for free. They were paid for each visit, and per day the income of the activists could reach 200 marks. Therefore, many Germans and girls of other nationalities went to the pleasure houses for a good income and to increase their financial status.